Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of Rock to the Top, where I'm going to try and teach you some tank stuff. Anyway, we are on Karelia. Now, while the battle's loading, what's going through my brain? Karelia. What's the most important position on this map? The hill. No argument, point. Second, can I go to the hill? Yes, I'm in a bat chat. Wherever I spawn, I'm fast enough to get to the hill without getting wrecked. Third, do I want to go to the hill? We've got myself, 62A in a platoon with me, 54, a Type 61 and a 3090. They have a good 62A, a Lorraine, a 54 and a 3090. So it's more or less even, you know, there's always an E5 you can come up or whatever, or a 5120, but more or less even, I want to go to the hill. So, with that decided, I drive towards the hill. As you can see, Type 61 isn't coming, but otherwise it's pretty normal. Then, on my way here, and I'm actually going to pause it in right here. Let's get rid of the shot. When you go to the hill on this map, and you're in an autoloader like a Lorraine or a Batshot or a 3090 or a 50B or whatever, normally you're loaded more or less when you get to this area, like in this general area, depending on your reload and what spawn you have. You've got three possibilities. First is, you don't shoot at all on the move, keep your shots, go straight up, and try and kill the first guy coming up, something like that. You know, keep all your shots for the first brawl, and aim your shots. Second is, you shoot one or two on the move, hoping to get lucky, track, get a damage shot in, whatever, and keep the rest to defend yourself. Third is, you shoot as much as you can on the move, and then you get to... wait. There we go, perfect. Either down here, or up here, to shoot through that little gap there, on people crossing down here, basically. Like the first, either slower people going up the hill, or people crossing over here, which try and get to this rock. My plan is to shoot people crossing, aka I'm going to shoot on the move. However, as you see, I stop and I want to shoot there. However, I notice the 62A is hold down and basically waiting for me to do that. So I decide cancel that. Let's go with plan 2, which is shoot one or two on the move and then keep the rest. Good for me because the 3090 decides to YOLO me. I've got 2 shots left and I want to put them in. I don't have, you know, something I'm really scared of. I managed to sling 2 into the turret of the Lorraine, and he gets 2 into me. However, as I've got more alpha, it's a pretty decent straight. So for the moment, I've done 1.5k damage and I've taken around 600. Now they also have an E5 going up the hill. However, the 62A did decide to not go up and is down here. Now what matters is, first of all, there is no RT, so, well, that's great for me because RT likes to shoot me. Second of all, they've got guys down there, 1 or 2, yeah, 2, 62A and a VK72. So I have to be really careful I don't fall back behind this line here, because then you can get shot inside. Now I'm loaded. The Lorraine seems to be on a reload still. I see that if 54 is exposed, and at 54 is a 3-shot. I can get 3 shots into the 54 before he reloads, which allows me to take him out, eating only 1 shot from him and 1 from the E5. It's actually not that good of a trade. I mean, I trade 1000 damage for 700 HP, which is, you know, okay. In a batch that you'd rather trade more positively. But as I take out 1 out of 3 guys on the hill, and the best player they had on the hill, I find it's worth it. Now, with that done, however, I'm down to 488 HP, which isn't that much, really. Actually, it's not much at all. It means I'm a 2-shot for an E5 or a Lorraine or a 62A or whatever, and I'm a... or a E5, yeah, or, you know, or the 400 or 300 alpha guns, and I'm a 1-shot for like I7, VK, Waffle. So I decide, let's go over here and get in some shots over there. I mean, the hill is important for 3 reasons. First of all, and least important of all, you can go in the bushes over here and spot any morons, you know, crossing the middle. At high tiers, very rare. At lower tiers, like even up to tier 8, you know, tier 6 or 7s, still tend to do that mistake regularly, and it's pretty nice because you get some free damage. Second, and pretty important, shooting guys who for some reason decide to go over there. Like, that I7 really should not be over there. He should be hold down over here somewhere. But whatever, he's over there and I can try and get inside shots. Same for that Waffle. Let's see that real quick. So yeah, Waffle up. I shoot him once when he's spotted, and I shoot him once more or 2 times more. Once more. Third is, if you really win the hill, aka those guys die, you can use that corner right there, and up here, if you've got good gun depression, to go hold down on guys over here, or people like the VK pushing down there, and stuff like that. However, yeah, as I'm very low life, I don't want to like rush the E5 or anything like that. If I were full life, it's possible I would have rushed that corner just to take out these guys and stayed safe. As I'm low life, I use these bushes, I use my camo, I spot in case there's anyone coming through the middle, and I try and get in some shots over here. I7 is well angled to me, and at this range the backcheck gun is kind of not the best. So I'm not going to get any massive damage, but, you know, for the moment, I've got shots, let's do it. All of a sudden, I turn back around and shit, everyone on hill on our side died, although we had an advantage for a long time, but the E5 did a good job. And we're also losing the fight below the hill, if you know what I mean. Now, on the hill, there is an E5. He's over here. He's got 1.2k HP. So, for the moment, I have to stay over here. There's a ridgeline over here. As long as he doesn't come from me, I'm safe from him. Even if he does come, I can hide in these bushes and he has to get really close to spot me. And if he comes all the way, I should be able to drop down and use these guys as support. Now, let's pause it right here. What's the situation? They've got a Luva over there. There's like 2 rocks between me and him. No danger. There's a 62A down there and a VK down there, who are focused on these 2 guys. As long as I hug the wall over there, I can be pretty much safe from them. The 62A could go back real quick, like pretty far, and try and get a shot on me. If he notices me going there immediately, but it's still not easy for him, especially as he has to like have perfect situation awareness. And there's an E5 down there. That E5 has 1220 HP. Normally, that means I need 4 shots to kill him. If I get really lucky or set him on fire, it can be 3, but normally, you know, you have to count on 4 shots. I'm gonna do math right now, so be ready for it. I've got an interclip of 2.73 seconds. Considering the first shot is loaded, that means I have to reload 3 times inside my clip, which makes for 8.19 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. The E5, or an E5, normally has a reload of, at best, 8 seconds. 8.1, 8.2, 8... If he's got a really bad setup, maybe even 8.5, but I'm gonna assume 8, 8.1, 8.2. What does this mean? If I go frontally at him and he's loaded, and we shoot the first time at the same time each other, he's probably going to kill me before I manage to kill him, especially as I'm going to have to really aim my shots and he can just auto-aim and keep the left mouse button down and kill me. However, if I come from behind, considering the time it's going to take him to turn around and turn around his turret, I should have my second shot more or less flying. Before he gets off his first, and I should be able to kill him. As you see, I auto-aim the first one on his back. Then as he starts turning, I go out of auto-aim, I stay still, I go into sniper mode. Notice I actually go out of sniper mode between my shots, even if I've only got a 2.7 second reload. And now it's not done yet. There's a convoy over there. He's spotted and I'm spotted too. He's probably aiming at me. I have to be really careful. Over here, he can shoot me. Right here where I am, there's this hill and this ridgeline here, like this tiny ridgeline, keeping me safe from him. I notice the 62A is not looking at me by hovering my mouse over him real quick, so I decide to just rush across, snapshot him, and keep this rock, this ridgeline as cover from the convoy. Someone does try to shoot me. Now I can just hug this rock and get to this area. I get respotted probably by showing over here to my turret, to that VK turret or something. I'm not quite sure. So I keep driving. You really don't want to stand still when you're spotted. Even though I'm spotted at this kind of like 500-600 meters range, most enemies will have big issues hitting me. Now, okay, what's going on? Our E5 died. The VK still has 2.1k HP. The 62A is on 400 something, which means he's probably a 2-shot. There's also a Luva down there. The VK now got pinned by the ESQ, which is great. Now there's an I3 which I can spot over there. And right now I'm actually going to pause it again. I could, like, it's no problem for me to respot him real quick, you know, just go in those bushes, go back behind, and I can shoot him, no problem. And Duck, my platoon mate, was actually telling me, you know, just go for him. It's free damage after all. Yes, it is, but however, the I3 is in a really useless position for his team for the moment. I am a one-shot, however. Now, the 62A was spotted driving back. Either he's scared of me dropping down, going for cap, killing the I3, coming from behind, any one of those, or he thinks I'm still hiding on hill, and is going to come back up. But he's not rushing up over here. He's going around the long way. The Luva is not that much of an issue. He's a one-shot. Normally I should be able to outplay him. It's pretty much fine. And there's a VK over there. I've got 5 shots. You know, it's not like I can shoot the I3 and then decide to go for someone else. No. If I shoot the I3, I'm going to be out of ammo. So what I decide to do is use the opportunity of the 62A leaving the VK and rush the VK. Yes, it's very risky. If I just slightly ram him or if he gets a shot into me or whatever, I'm dead. He spots me coming but does not seem to notice until it's too late, The IS-3 gets another beautiful shot into him and we manage to take him out real quick. Now, I'm not quite sure if that river fired, like really unsure. So is my platoon mate, I was asking him in TeamSpeak. But I managed to go out and snapshot him real quick. Okay, good until there. Now the thing is that the 62A was spotted while I went down, going up the hill. Which means that now there's a 62A standing up there, somewhere hold down, and 99.999% he's aiming at this corner and this corner, trying to kill me. I can't run over here, he will be able to shoot me. So I'm really stuck in this position, which is really pretty bad. I still have an IS-3 as support, however, in case I really get rushed. We're also losing the other side, by the way. But, you know, I'm not really in draw range, I don't know the HP, we might still win that. Our T-34 decides to push the hill. For the moment, that's actually a pretty good idea, to be honest. However, well, he bounces his first shot or misses it, 62A gets one into him, and the IS-3 gets spotted. I'm trying to get shots on that 62A through these bushes, but with the IS-3 over there and a T-34 now being a one-shot, I decide I'm going to use the last possible situation, which is a T-34 covering me from the 62A basically, and the 62A being unsecure about my position, to run away. The IS-3 takes out the T-34 who didn't do any damage anymore, and I'm running. Yeah. 62A is bound to now go forwards, go hold down behind that wreck or whatever. What I decide to do is, we lose our T-30, but we kill, what was it over there? Waffle or something, right? Yeah, we killed the Waffle over there. Our IS-3 is also falling back. Now it's a situation of 3 against 4. 2 against 4. What is really, really important in these situations is that you take out the enemies 1 by 1, or 2 by 2, or, you know, something like that. IS-3 is really slow tank. Until he manages to catch up, even if he's full life, he's not a danger for, let's say, the next 60, 90 seconds. 62A is probably, you know, likely to be standing on the hill and actually sniping, trying to get shots on the IS-3 or something. So I have to try and stay out of draw range of him, or keep cover between me and him. The convoy just fired, I go in from behind, and get in one shot, and a second shot. However, he gets one into the IS-3, I think his first one missed him. I get safe from the 5120, then I notice there's actually cover between me and him. And now again, we took out one enemy. The 5120 is on his own. He's got possibly some support from snipers on the hill. But until the 62A really gets over here, I've still got a little bit of time. In case he's coming, you know, I don't know where he is. ISU is covering me. And probably aiming right here. I decide I want to try and rush the 5120. Yes, I don't one-shot him, most likely, I two-shot him. But, he had like 700 HP left or so, if I'm not wrong. If I come from behind like this, as you see, until he manages to turn his turret, on top of that, he's probably going to have gun elevation problems. I should take him out real quick, and notice, immediately after I take him out, I get safe over here from the hill. I kind of fucked it up, to be honest. I should have gone all the way down, but yeah. I try and get some sort of cover between me and the hill, and I reload. Now, with that done, it's now a 2v2. However, the 62A is not a one-shot. He's got 460 HP, which makes him most likely a two-shot. And the 62A is, 408. It's still most likely a two-shot. I'm trying to like stay in draw range, out of view range of him. And then I decide to go for this bush, so that if he moves up down there, I can see him but he doesn't see me. However, just before I get in the bush, he pushes over there. I hit him once and critical hit him, but track him. He misses me, I hit him once more and penetrate him. But my third shot only tracks him again. And now I'm down to one single shot. So I'm going to stay over here and just aim in that direction. I'm doing a mistake. Okay, just talk about that real quick. At 62A has a bush over there, I peek out, that was a big mistake. If he's still standing in that bush aiming at me, I would have probably died. So that was like the first mistake I really did in this game in my opinion. So what I decided to do is get like this kind of an area where I'm out of view range most likely and I can support the ISU. Then I noticed the 62A is rushing the ISU and the ISU managed to take him out. New situation. I've only got one shot left, which means that even if I penetrate the IS-3 with that shot, as the IS-3 is still full life, he's still a two-shot for the ISU. On top of that, the ISU tells me in chat he's only got one shot left. Now, that means basically we are not going to be able to kill that IS-3. However, as long as the ISU is alive, which he is for a little time, especially he's got some sort of a fear factor, and so do I, I'm going to assume that I can get in cap before the IS-3 can, because the IS-3 before he can get in cap, you know, he was going down, so he's got to turn around, go back up the hill, get in the cap. I rush the cap, and tell the ISU to try and delay cap, something like that. I wrote it to him, I forgot what I just wrote, but I told him, I go cap, wait or buy time or something. I tell him kill him if you can, but yeah. Now the ICU tells me he's got no shots left. Doc was also telling me, my platoon mate, that ICU had shot HE. I get in cap. I've got 1 shot left. On this map, considering where the I3 is, once I've got 5 cap points, as he's the only one who can cap, it can't even be a draw anymore. It's a win for us, except if the I3 manages to get me. However, the ICU is doing an awesome job of buying time, running away, running in a circle. The I3 does not manage to get in cap. And now the I3 has to decap. And an I3 is most likely to be too slow to come back to base. Now, I stop in the cap at the beginning, then I figure out, might as well play it safe. What's the best position? I was thinking of like hiding behind that bunker. I figure over here is pretty good too, because I can hide like in this little dip behind this little hill. If he comes up over here or over here, and if it's got like 5 seconds left, I can maybe bait it out. If the cap still has a bit more to go, well, my only chance probably going to be to run away, try and kill him with 1 shot, or I don't know, get into somewhere really stupid like in the middle of the swamp and then come back into cap or something. But I'm pretty convinced he can't get back. I'm gonna speed it up now, and while we can enjoy the chat, please, just so you know, I'm gonna show you the post-game statistics in just a second. But please criticize these videos in a constructive way. Am I doing too much pausing, too much time through, not enough of that? Do I explain too fast? Is there some stuff I go over? Am I explaining too much details? Really, I want the series to be really good, and please feel free to give me critics in chat. And let's have a look at the post-game stats. There we go. Yeah. So, in that game I got a nice ace tanker, I got a high caliber, I got an invader, which really isn't a meta I get that often, to be honest. Let's have a look at the team score. Yeah, I managed to do 6,777 damage, which means I think that 1 blind shot hit. I got 100 cap points, obviously. I didn't spot much, but that's often the way that Karelia works out, even if it's a pretty open map. The ISU did a fantastic 5,300 damage himself, getting exactly the same XP as me. And yeah, also good job to the enemy 62A, I think, who did do a decent job, and so did their VK. But it wasn't really enough to carry the game. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, feel free to, give a thumbs up, maybe share it with your friends, and leave a follow, and go check me out on stream too. See you next time, and as I said already like 3 times, please leave me feedback in the comment section below. Even if I don't answer every comment, I do read them all, I promise. Bye bye, and see you next time.